Hello! I'm here to teach you how to be a pro journaler and why you should journal. Hello friends, obligatory intro time. I'm Ellie, I am a college student, an artist, and a small business owner. I'm trying to do everything all at once. My favorite color is red. Red, pink, blue is close second. I love journaling. I'm here to talk to you about that. But if you would like to see other stuff like college vlogs or small business content, I also have that on my channel, so you might want to stick around to the end of the video. Look at me, 𝒻𝓃𝒾𝑒 our matching red shirt, OMG. Honestly, he's just like here for emotional support, so yeah. If you clicked on this video, you probably are here because you want to know why you should journal, because it is very beneficial and important. Let me prove to you why I'm qualified to talk to you about why journaling is the best thing ever. Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
No. This is my proof that journaling is good and works and is really a cool thing to do. This is 12 years of my life, which is weird because it seems like a lot more than that, but oh my gosh, I've never had all of them together like this. It's so insane. But I can't believe it's only 12 years. This feels like this should be more. What? Okay, I can't even hold all of them in frame. I should probably put them down because there's so many. Look, this is all of them and they're all leaning against me, so I can't really stand up straight. This is kind of better. Let me count how many there are. Crazy, bro. Okay, I counted. Whew, I'm a little... Okay, there are officially 25 volumes of the 𝒽𝓃𝒾𝑒𝓃𝒹. I was gonna see how long I could like hold them while I'm talking, but you guys saw that last clip. I don't think that's gonna work, so they're down there on the ground. They're right here. I'm looking at them and I'll show a couple of them. Some would think that that's a lot more than 12 years. It's 12 and a half years technically, because I started journaling when I was 8 years old. Started journaling, this is my very first journal. It is very reflective of exactly who I was at 8 years old, and it is still so cute and precious. And this like glittery pink, I don't even know where I got this. Someone gave it to me, obviously, because 8-year-old Ellie wasn't going out and buying things. It is so precious to me and I have so many good memories when I look at it, and it's just like adorable. Here's the back. There's my name is on there. I'm just covering it, but there's more stickers. That's the other side. Yeah, a lot of Disney. There's a lot of like Wreck-It Ralph because that's pretty like right when it came out and stuff, so I had a lot of stickers, but like Disney princesses, Cinderella my queen. I love Cinderella so much. I started journaling at 8 years old in this book because my dad told me to. He was like, this is probably a good idea, and that's why he gave me the book. He was like, I journal. My dad is a very big journaler, hence where I got it from. And he was like, I invite you to try it and stuff. You don't have to. And obviously I didn't write every single day. There's some gaps in here that are literally like October to December, or some days are not even numbered at all. So some days are 1-day entries. The page is coming out already, so cool. I'll just show you that. This page that says October 4th. Oh, it actually just says Wednesday, October. I don't know what day. School, and then a little drawing of school. So yeah, sometimes little 8-year-old Ellie didn't have the deepest entries. It was just like an incredible place for me to do whatever and not feel pressure. There's a lot of drawings in here, a lot of like lists of books that I really liked as an 8-year-old, because girl, I was a bookworm. Like I literally devoured books. Rick Riordan books, I would knock those out. I'd have like 7 books a week, and then we'd go back to the library next week and I was like, I need like 10 more. Literally, I admired the bookwormness of little Ellie. I want to do that more often because right now I only like knock out one book in like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. It's been rough. I definitely, everything is falling out here. I also have like little extra like loose leaf stuff and stickers and whatever in this, so that's what I accidentally dropped earlier, and I actually have to put everything back where it's supposed to. But this is in here too, which is like the start of my like love for love letters. This was probably, I think it was from a McDonald's kit. I think it was a like Care Bear collab with McDonald's, and I got this and I felt like the coolest person ever. And I actually opened it semi-recently, and it's like a little note to my grandma, but I was like so wanting to send it and stuff. But this, like the love letter emoji, that's why I love it and have it all over my channel because it's just been important to me. Journaling and like physical writing on paper and everything has been so important to me for years. So I encourage people to do it. I actually forced my best friend, forced in like a silly way, not like genuinely, but I forced her to try it, at least give it a try now, and she does it pretty much every day too. Got 𝒽𝓁𝓁𝑜. Some reasons why I think journaling is really helpful and beneficial for me. It's a way to express your emotions. Duh, like that's the basic stuff of, oh my gosh, there's people outside my window, I don't want them to see me. I'm gonna duck. They're not gone yet. Okay, they're walking away, walk away, walk away. Okay, we're back. So yeah, some reasons that I think it's really beneficial, at least for me, is like the typical stuff you think of when journaling. Oh, it helps you get emotions out. That's the typical thing of journaling because it works. And it may not work for everyone, so I'm not saying that it's like a one-size-fits-all thing. It'll just differ for everyone. Some people might journal at night, some people might journal in the morning, some people might just do daily dumps about their day and then that's it. Some people might not want to do that, not want to get into the deep stuff, and some people might just do prompts, or some people might do aesthetic like scrapbooky journaling. I do that too in separate books, and you're actually stacked on those right now, so I can't show you, but I'll show clips from my bookbinding video. Journaling is just so versatile that you can do so many things with it, and it is literally so good for your mental health and in processing emotions and emotional intelligence and getting to know yourself better and know more about yourself. I am like so grateful that my dad had me try that out 12 years ago. I'm so grateful that little Ellie stuck with it, because now I have a physical record of that many books and journals and stuff, of a record of not every single day, but pretty much every single day of my life for the past 12.5 years, which is just so crazy to me. I think it has genuinely helped me be a more emotionally intelligent person, have a better space in my mind for dealing with things, and I feel like I've honestly gotten through so many hard things because of journaling. It's not like I've gotten out unscathed, but I've just been able to process things so much better because I have it out of my head. It's not just bottled up in there. I have it on paper. That's a way to like kind of release the emotion, the experiences, the memories, because 12 years is a lot to have all solely in here, and I'm sure there's many things that I would have probably forgotten forever, like would have never remembered them unless they'd have been written down in a journal. I have things like the first musical I did as a 6th grader. I have stuff like the day I graduated high school, memories of like my dog who I had him for, he was like a family dog, but he was pretty much mine because he was like my animal soulmate. I have memories about him for his entire life, and just little things about like my time in, oh, there's a little fluffy in the air. Anyways, sorry. About my time in elementary school, about people that I never would have. Wow, the fluffy landed on top of my phone. That's crazy. Anyways, so many memories, trips I've gone on, incredible experiences, and then even the mundane things in between. Because I certainly wouldn't have been able to just think back to a random day in like 5th grade or like the summer of like when I was 10 years old. I wouldn't be able to just like think back to that. Can you think back to a memory from when you were like 10 years old in the middle of summer on just a normal day when you didn't have any plans, you were just playing outside and doing something and being like a carefree little 10-year-old? I don't think you can, and if you can, like, congratulations, girl. How do you have all the brain storage for that? Anyways, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Maybe if I really tried, but I can do that because I have a secondary brain basically stored in all those journals. So I can flip back to a random day when I was 10 during the summer, when all I was worried about was if I would be able to get the Razor scooter and play with that. Not taxes and paying for college tuition like I am now. I can like relive that childhood joy, that whimsy, everything I felt and wrote down as like a 10-year-old, because girl, I have been such a like writer, artist, such a creator of like physical media since I was literally like since I gained sentience. That one school entry I showed you was like very blunt, very only one word. As I got better at writing, I would like write out everything, which is why I have that many books and journals for only 12.5 years. So yeah, you can find out so much about yourself, and I just feel like I know myself really well. You are the only person who's going to know yourself completely, because you are the only one who's in your mind and in your emotions and feeling everything that you're feeling. I think journaling is just like a way to get out that emotional connection, and honestly I think it's saved me from a lot of therapy. I have gone to therapy and stuff. I've not really had any like super traumatic experiences, but I do have anxiety and a little bit of OCD, like actual OCD, not just like people's perception of OCD, because my parents both have those things, so yay. And I'm not just saying that for like sympathy and being like, oh, like I'm anxious and depressed, that's why I write so much. Like, no, I feel like it has sincerely saved me from a lot of therapy that I would have been had to doing, a lot of like emotional things that I would have had to uncover as like a 20-year-old in therapy, instead of just processing my emotions via writing. And I'm not saying it's a perfect outlet. I am by no means saying that those people are back. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, I am not prescribing it. I'm not saying it's gonna cure everything for you, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am just one person who's had like 12.5 years of experience doing journaling, and like I've only seen the benefits for me, my best friend a little bit, but obviously not for like years and years. So it's different for every person, and I'm just here to share my experience on why I think you should do it. It will not be exactly the same for you as it is for me, but I always think it's worth a try, and there's a lot of proven benefits for how journaling can help you with things like that. But it's not like a diagnosis, and I'm not telling you to go do it. Honestly, if you just clicked on this video, you probably wanted to do more of that yourself, which is why you're watching it. So this is all just like my experience, so take everything with a grain of salt. But I feel like it really has helped me with like processing my emotions better and being able to understand people better. I mean, like, women are scientifically better at empathy than men are. Science said it, not me. But even more so, I feel like when I can put my emotions into words on paper and get them out of my brain and actually like verbalize them into sentences, instead of just like an emotional like jumble in my brain and in my like heart, I feel like I am better at empathizing and like understanding people when they're venting to me, or like when I'm listening to what my friends and my family are going through. I feel like I'm able to better understand that, because I feel like I'm better at understanding my own emotions and experiences because I've verbalized them and put them into words with journaling. It's also incredibly interesting just to like see how you've grown as a person with journaling. I love looking back at some of my older journals. I mean, like all of them, but some of like the older ones from when I was like 10, which is like literally 10 years ago, which is insane. Because I am such a different person from who I was 10 years ago, and it's so interesting to read back from 10 years ago Ellie and see like what she was doing, what was important to her, what she was like thinking about, what she was feeling, what she was going through, all those things, and reading each of the journals like progressively. I haven't done that all in one sitting because that'd be insane. You saw how many of them there were. I think I'd have to dedicate like a whole day, maybe 2 days to that. I don't know. There's a lot. And some of them are really like chunky. Look at how chunky this one is. This is so many things. And I write kind of small in them. That's just, oh, you cannot see it. But yeah, there's just little things. Or like this one. This one's big. I got this one in Disney World. Hence the Cinderella Disney, but also Cinderella, my queen. I love her. She's been my favorite Disney princess for so many years, like literally since I was like old enough to say 𝒽𝑒𝓁𝑒𝓃𝒹. She was like the first Disney princess that I loved as a kid. My parents said that whenever they put it on, I would be singing 𝒽𝑒𝓁𝑒𝓃𝒹 as like a toddler who couldn't pronounce the word. So it was like, anyways, Cinderella's my girl. But this one is huge and I write small, so oh my gosh, this is so many words. Wow. It takes so long to get through that if I was just reading it. Also, it took me forever to figure out how to like actually, hello? Why am I struggling again? Okay, yeah. It took me so long to figure out how to actually open this one because I thought you had to like pry it up from here, or I was like, how does this open? But anyways, it's from Florida and it's the storybook in Cinderella. Anyways, I love getting cute journals and stuff and I actually use them, so you can see by that stack. And the journals themselves just have so much like memory and personality to them because I pick so many different ones. There's a lot of pink ones, which is consistent over the 12 years. I love pink. I also love red and Spider-Man. There's like 2 Spider-Man ones. There's a Haunted Mansion one, some Studio Ghibli ones. These ones are small, so it took me like literally, I think one of them is only like a month. Let's look. This one was started August 16th of 2024 and it was ended, what day? Girl, oh my gosh, she writes so much. October 6th. Okay, so a month and a half. This one's October 6th, continued to December 3rd. These ones went by super fast, but they're little Studio Ghibli. These are 2 of my like most favorite Studio Ghibli movies. This one has a dragon on it and a little lock. Because yes, lock, we love. I still have the key to it, thank goodness. But it was from the Scholastic Book Fair, I'm pretty sure. So, and it has like cool scale texture because dragons are epic. These are the 2 Spider-Man ones. I love Spider-Man so much. These are so epic. That's why you can see Spider-Man on the wall over there. This one just has a bunch of cat stickers on the cover. Also, you can tell I love stickers and putting them everywhere. The Haunted Mansion one, it came with a little Haunted Mansion pen that I like ran out of ink in within like a month of writing in this one. Cute little magnetic clasp, and it's like a soft cover, and it came with like 4 sticker sheets that I used all of them up in this journal whenever I was writing. I love doing that too, like using actual stickers on the page. These little like bookmark things that are the singing heads, so crazy. This is another Disney one that has the Disney Cinderella castle on it. Ugh, it's reflecting the window. Anyways, it's pretty and it's also pretty thick too, but the pages have this cool silver like detailing on them. So I'm looking, this is a 2020 December entry and it just says 21 Pilots dropped a new Christmas song today and oh my gosh, it's adorable. I love just like looking back and reading things like that. This one is Sanrio and it's freaking adorable. I have like a mixture of the back bound ones with a spine like this or ones with the spiral like this because it's easier to like open them. These 2 are from the small artist Tiffany Wang or at Tiffany on YouTube. Yes, I love her so much. She's one of my biggest inspirations. And so I got these 2 journals that she designed and they're so freaking cute. I love them so much. They're adorable. This one is also pretty thin, so it also only lasted like a month. I even have these tiny little baby ones. Some of them just have little inspirational quotes on them. I need to stop dropping those. But it has cute cherries on it. I love red. I love putting stickers on the inside. It lasted from February 19th to March 31st. So yeah, like a month and a half. And then this one is just pink, but it has this really pretty detailing on the edge of these pink flowers. It is so gorgeous. I wish it was bigger. I wish I could have used it longer. Yes, this is so, I love this so much. And I'll just put in the, like in between here, I'll put little like notes and stuff from friends or little like things that I get, little sticky notes that have like to-do lists that I was working on. So yeah, it's just so fun to look back and I'm actually tempted to like go and like read through all of them now that I have them all like strewn across the floor and stuff. I do want to show you what they would look like in order from like a kid just yelled outside. Anyways, in order when they were started. This is my most recent one. It's like really thin. It's a 𝒻𝓇𝒾𝑒𝓃𝒹 one that I got from Five Below, and it's just my most recent one, and I'm leaving to go back to college pretty soon. So I'm just trying to like finish it quickly before I leave because my next one is really chunky. This one is my next one after the 𝒻𝓇𝒾𝑒𝓃𝒹 one, and it's really big. This is for comparison, and it is thick, but it looks so ethereal and pretty, and it has like these gold edges. So I'm excited to begin writing in this one. Also, the pages have so many lines, so I think this will last at least till the end of the year, maybe. And then I have another Tiffany one actually of her little bunny girl in the meadows of flowers. Ugh, it is so precious. And I'm realizing that these aren't even really all of them. These are all of the journals that are specifically dedicated to journaling, just like daily life. But I also have other ones that are just like kind of like an everything notebook. It was going to be a bullet journal. This girl I've had forever. Oh, she kind of matches with the last one. They kind of matching. That's so cute. I've had her literally since 2020 because she was meant to be a bullet journal. See, I made this cute little calendar for 2020 when I was like starting high school, and I was like, I'm gonna use it so much, I'm gonna do so many things with it. And guess what the theme that I picked for 2020 was? Ignore the like drawing, I was trying something, but it's The Road Less Traveled from the Robert Frost poem. And girl, when I said the road less traveled, I didn't mean pandemic. So this kind of, I was like, what's even the point? I didn't have anything to bullet journal. There was nothing in my calendars. There was no reason to. So like this page says 2019 a review, and then it just says it was way better compared to 2020. Yeah, so I kind of was like, screw this. And now it's just become kind of an everything journal. I have drawings in here. I have a D&D character notes and worksheet in here. I have random school assignments, have lists of things like things I want to do one day or artists I like, some passwords, literally like class schedule. It's pretty much an everything notebook because it has so much in it. Habit trackers, savings, calendars, but it has lasted way longer than any of those other journals because it is not a daily journal to write in. So there's also that form of journaling that you can do. It's also like such an interesting thing because this has lasted since 2020, so it has 5 or like I guess 4.5 years of stuff in it, because we're in 2025, more than halfway through 2025, which is crazy. So nearly 5 years of like my life in this one, which is so interesting because as you can see, 5 years of my life in those other journals, half of that stack, almost half of that stack, because half of it would probably be like 6 years maybe, I don't know. The timing between the journals is all different depending on the size of them, but there's not just one way to journal. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to do like daily dumps. That's just pretty much the typical journaling, but you can also do just like prompts or just like whatever you're feeling whenever you're feeling. You can write down things that you've told to nobody, or you can write down just whatever you want that will help you clear your mind. Sometimes in that other journal I would just like write down lists of things that are stressing me out right now to just like get it out of my head. I literally have a few pages of just pages full of whatever is stressing me out in that moment, so I can get those things, those emotions out of my head and onto paper so they can be there instead of just like swirling continually in my mind. So the sun's going down-ish. I'm probably gonna get like less light soon, but I know you've probably got at least one, if not a whole stack of unused journal, cute little stationery books that you bought because you thought they were cute. Be honest, girly. So I encourage you to go pick up one of those, or if you don't have any of those stashed away, go find a cheap one that you like, that will motivate you to use it, and just write. You can write about your day, you can write in the morning or the night. Something that I've learned from this book, The Artist's Way, is the morning pages method, where you just, as soon as you wake up, you do 3 pages, whatever that may be for you. Maybe 3 pages front and back, or 3 pages, just one sheet of the paper of stream of consciousness writing. Just do whatever you are thinking of. And I also encourage you to read this book. It is really good, and also has that way of like connecting with your inner child, and there's a lot of good prompts in here. But morning pages is something good. I've done that for a little bit, but for me, journaling in the evening is just better because I can go through my entire day and just write everything down and get that all off of my mind before I go to sleep. There is like a fine line between waiting too late in the night to do it, because then you're tired and it might seem like a chore, which is why some people opt for morning pages, or just like plain writing in the morning instead of writing at night. It doesn't have to be morning pages. You could do morning pages whenever you wanted to. It's just, she writes about it in here, why it's helpful to do it in the morning right when you wake up instead of like scrolling on Instagram or TikTok. So I invite you to replace your doom scrolling with journaling. But I invite you to at least try it for like a day or a week if you really want to, and you've watched this point in the video. I extend my invitation to you to go pick up a journal, and maybe it doesn't have to be like you replace your time with that, but that's my little challenge. Replace your doom scrolling, infinite liking posts and reels, TikToks, spending all that time on there, kind of just wasting it. I invite you to use that time in a different way and do some journaling instead. That will look different for everyone. You could like look up prompts from Pinterest, they've got a lot, or you can just write about your day or whatever, and I invite you to see how that works. It might not last you 12 years, but if you are willing to put in the motivation, if you're willing to try it and stick with it, it could give you something like that many journals that I have for 12.5 years of your life. and I truly think it's an incredible experience, something really valuable that can help you look back on yourself. If you have past journals, it can help you reconnect with your inner child. Maybe not in your inner child, maybe just who you are in this moment right now. If you start writing it down today, you can look back on that in a month, in a year, in 12.5 years, and know what you were doing today because you wrote it down in a journal. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The sun is like going down, like I said. I'm gonna show a little bonus clip of like them in order, which probably no one asked for and no one cares, but I want to show it because I already showed them all those little journals. So yeah, journaling is a topic that's really important to me, hence why I'm making this video and putting it out on the internet for strangers to see. So I hope if you liked it, you got to this point in the video, congrats and thank you for watching this far. I really hope that journaling can have a positive outlook for you and hope you can mold it to be something for you personally instead of just like words on a page. Find cute stationery, stickers, do whatever you want to make it yours. You could even do digital journaling. I know there's apps for that, or even just like the notes app on your phone. You can do something as long as you're putting your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your brain, your soul, your essence into words. That is journaling to me. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you like content like that, I do some stuff like that. I also do daily vlogs, and I'm trying to run a small business, and it's really hard, but if you want to see my journey in that or in my college years, I'm currently going through college right now. I'm an art history major. I'm Ellie. So yeah, if you like this kind of content, like, stick around, subscribe, and me and 𝒽𝓻𝓿𝑒𝓃𝒹 hope you have a good day, and we hope you start journaling. So yeah. Okay, this is all of them in a chronological order from 2013 over here all the way to 2025 at the end right here. And so I'll flip them over to show you the spine up version, but I'm gonna do a little cover montage real quick just to show each of them because they each are such a critical part of my life and I want to show them in all their little glories. Oh my goodness, I'm really losing sunlight. Cover montage. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. It's so small. Ninth. It says, be kind, be brave, be awesome. 10th, 11th, 12th. The bookmark tag is so pretty. 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd. Also, these ones have cute little like concept art from Studio Ghibli movies in them, so I love them for that. 23rd, 24th, and 25th. This was the current one in progress. And how crazy is it that this is my 25th one and it is 2025? So crazy. I love all of my journals. I'll show you the spine view up. This is the spine up version. There's like little gaps where the little ones are like down there, but they're so small they don't like make it, but they're there. They're down there. Trust. So I love how it's like pink here and then pink here. I did have like a phase in middle school where I was like, I'm too cool for pink, but pink is literally the best color ever. So we love, yeah, this is literally 12.5 years of my life. OMG. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably a chunky video of me just talking in the same place as you watch the sunlight decrease slowly and me drop these several times, but I really do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too rambly and that you actually got something out of it, and I hope you feel motivated and inspired to try journaling. Yep, me and 𝒽𝓻𝓿𝓃𝒹 say see you later. Bye.